Howling Shadows. The rise of the wolf clan. Alec, once a legendary werewolf hunter, had now become a dark legend whispered around village fires. He was the shadow lurking in the woods, the curse that haunted the very men and women who once fought beside him. The protector had become the predator, a being fueled by rage and sharpened instincts. But Alec was no ordinary werewolf. He was stronger, smarter, and his hunter's skills had only become deadlier in his new form. The transformation had given Alec powers he could have never imagined. His senses were razor sharp, his reflexes unmatched, and his ability to move through the forest with silence and precision was uncanny. The hunters who followed him into the woods didn't realize that they were stepping into a trap set by the very man who knew all their strategies, all their weaknesses. One by one, he watched them disappear, only their terrified screams echoing back to the village. Rumors of the shadow hunter began to spread, tales of a creature that preyed upon hunters, a figure who seemed to stalk the darkness itself. Each search party that went after Alec either vanished or returned with stories so horrific they could barely speak of them. Yet, despite these warnings, a young and determined hunter named Liam assembled a group of skilled fighters, all of whom had suffered losses to the curse Alec now bore. These men and women were prepared for any werewolf, or so they thought. Alec sensed their presence long before they reached the depths of his forest. He could smell the silver they carried, the oils on their blades, the faint scent of fear that clung to their skin. He moved silently through the trees, watching them, noting their every step. The thrill of hunting his own kind filled him with a twisted sense of satisfaction. When night fell, Liam and his team set up camp in a clearing, weapons at the ready. They were experienced hunters, yet none of them could sense the danger lurking just beyond their vision. Alec didn't intend to attack outright. No, he wanted them to feel the terror he had once felt, to drive them to the edge of madness. Strange sounds began to surround them, branches cracking, faint growls echoing from all directions. The hunters turned, eyes scanning the darkness, but Alec was always a step ahead, a shadow slipping between shadows. As the last light of the moon faded behind the clouds, he made his move. It began with James, one of the younger hunters. Alec struck him from the shadows, clamping down on his shoulder in a calculated bite. He didn't kill him. Instead, he delivered the curse, infecting James with the transformation that had taken his own life. James screamed, clutching his shoulder as Alec vanished back into the darkness. The other hunters froze, horrified, as they watched James's body twist and contort. His eyes took on a feral yellow glow, and fur sprouted from his skin as he succumbed to the curse. Liam realized what Alec intended. This wasn't just an attack, it was an invasion, a forced recruitment. Liam had no choice but to raise his silver blade against his former friend, but he hesitated, allowing Alec to strike again. In moments, Alec had bitten 2 more hunters, spreading the infection with ruthless efficiency. As dawn approached, nearly half of Liam's team had turned, their once human minds overtaken by an insatiable hunger and loyalty to their new alpha. From a distance, Alec watched with a cold satisfaction. These hunters, who had come to end his existence, would now serve him. He wasn't just building a pack, he was building a new kind of army, one formed from those who had once hunted his kind. This was his retribution, his twisted justice. As the newly turned werewolves followed Alec deeper into the woods, only Liam remained, clutching his blade, his spirit defiant despite the horror he had witnessed. Alec emerged from the shadows, facing the man who had once been his equal. "Why, Alec?" Liam's voice trembled with a mixture of grief and anger. "You were one of us." Alec's eyes glowed with a cold, ruthless clarity. "I was blinded by duty, chained by beliefs that brought me nothing but pain. Now, I understand what it means to be hunted, to be feared. And now, so will you." They clashed, Liam fighting with everything he had, but Alec's strength was far beyond anything Liam could match. With a swift, final move, Alec bit down, infecting Liam with the curse. Liam fell to the ground, writhing as the transformation took hold. When it was over, he rose, eyes glowing, bound to Alec's will. Alec had succeeded. He now had followers, hunters turned werewolves, each cursed to serve him. Together, they formed the beginnings of a clan, a force that would grow with every new hunt. He trained them, teaching them to harness their powers, to become predators without mercy. Under Alec's command, they became an unstoppable tide of darkness, and soon, the villagers realized they had lost control over the very force they had created. As Alec's power grew, tales of the Wolf King spread across the land. He became a figure of fear, a lord of the shadows whose howls echoed through the night. His followers, once skilled hunters, were now a terrifying pack bound by the unbreakable bloodlust of the curse. But Alec had rules. His clan would not harm the innocent, only those who dared to enter his territory seeking his death. Other werewolves, hearing of his strength and strategy, began to join him, pledging loyalty to the new Wolf King. Alec's dark kingdom expanded, his influence spreading across forests and villages alike. The hunters who entered his lands either fell to his claws or returned as loyal wolves, part of an ever-growing clan united under Alec's rule. Liam, once Alec's greatest enemy, now served as his most trusted lieutenant. Though the remnants of his former self haunted him, the curse bound him to Alec's side, an unwavering loyalty that he couldn't resist. Together, they enforced Alec's rule, ensuring that no hunter left their territory unchanged. Years passed, and Alec's legend grew. He was no longer just a man, nor simply a beast. He was the Wolf King, ruler of a pack that stalked the shadows, a creature feared by all who heard his name. But Alec was not at peace. The memories of his old life, of the friends he had lost to the curse, lingered, a reminder of the man he had once been. He knew that someday, perhaps, a new hunter would come, someone strong enough to challenge him. But for now, he relished his power, the loyalty of his pack, and the strength they drew from the blood they spilled together. Alec the hunter had become Alec the hunted, then Alec the ruler, a man transformed by vengeance into a creature of pure darkness. The forest echoed with their howls, a constant warning to the villages beyond that the Wolf King and his cursed hunters roamed, always watching, always waiting, for their next prey.